Hello, everybody. My name is Joshua Plyer, and I know what you're thinking based on the title and the thumbnail of this video that, oh, he's not really gonna be ranking how hot these mobs are, right? That's weird. That's just silly and goofy. And I want you to know that I will be taking this tier list 100% seriously, and that this is not a joke. I truly feel like passionate, loving, um, attracted, drooling over these mobs, and everything I say in here, not a joke, 100% serious. So I want you to go into it with that attitude. So with that being said, I'm ranking these mobs based on how hot they are. And some of the qualities may be like, oh, is it breedable? Is it is it just fun for the eye to look at? Cute? Would I give it a big old smooch? Would I hug it? And stuff like that. Just how attractive a mob is in general. So, first things first. I think I'm gonna be changing these tiers. I don't think they're fitting. So S tier is now going to be Awooga tier because they're hot. That you get it, right? That's pretty funny. A is this like a sexy tier or is that like a little too high? I don't know. I think we'll go with sexy. These are like mobs maybe I wouldn't get like in bed with. Like I'm not saying a wooga, my jaw isn't dropping, but they're like pretty sexy. I could see them in like a maybe if they're wearing the right outfit. But let's see, B tier. I don't know if I should just do these five or add one. We'll just keep it like this. I guess B tier is like mid. Doesn't really get me going. It's not really attractive or anything. It's just kind of there. I don't like actively. I'm not in disgust. So maybe C tier is like, ooh, he's a little ugly. We'll do a little ugly. D tier, I think it's fitting. Just say D for disgusting. If I can type that real quick. Okay. I think those are some good tiers, right? So, okay, let's get right into it. Okay, I think this is in alphabetical order. I'm not really sure, but we'll figure it out as we go along. So you've got A, the allay. Okay, does this thing bring anything to the table? Is there like anything super attractive about this mob? I mean, it's got like a human characteristic. Not that that necessarily makes it attractive, but maybe that's like making it not like, I don't know. My jaw isn't dropping. It's a little cute, but it's not really. I wouldn't get in bed with it. It's useful. It can do things for you. So like, I mean, I don't know. This is a hard one. I'd say this mob is mid. It's just mid. I don't really. He's kind of people forget about it anyway. Like who really cares about the LA? Woo, you know, the bat. The bat. I'm not gonna lie. He's a little scary. He's kind of useless. He just sits around there. He floats around. He doesn't really do anything. And when he like jump scares you in a cave, it's like, a little bit goofy. So I wouldn't call him ugly. He's kind of cute, but he's not really sexy. He's kind of slender. He's not really voluptuous. He's not curvy. So but the jump scaring is annoying. I'll put him in mid. He's not really making me angry. Just two mid mobs. All right, we got the B. So the B, hear me out. The B, I think the B. This thing's still on. The B It's got some curves, you know. I like Minecraft block curves, like you know what I'm saying. I could see myself like, a few shots in, could mistake it for like something. I don't know. I don't think it's mid. I think it's cute when you're sober, and if you're a few shots in, it's a little curvy. So I'm gonna put him in sexy tier. He's not like jaw dropping, nothing crazy, you know. Um, we got a horse. Okay, the horse. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen some things with a horse, and I know some people are pretty into horses in a way that I can't really describe on YouTube. But I've seen some things. If you've ever seen Mr. Hands, classic video, just looking at a horse repulses me. I can't take it anymore. It's a little bit disgusting. So, with that word being said, I think I'm going to have to put that here. I think some people would have it here based on some things I've seen on the internet that I may never recover from. But I'd have to go with disgusting. I'm not really a fan of this little fella. What do we got here? We got the Blaze. Okay. The Blaze. I'm not gonna lie, he just scares me. Like I wouldn't he's not really curvy. He's just kind of hovering, like a little intimidating, and I don't really like that about him. I think he's honestly a little bit ugly. He's not disgusting, but just looking at him is like, okay, you're a little bit of a freak, bud. So we'll go with a little ugly. Cod, just mid. Everything about this. Is it even a cod? I don't know. It's a fish. The thing is just mid. I'm not gonna lie. Like, no one sees anything about a fish. Honestly, it's a disgusting idea to just have intercourse with a fish. Like, come on, dude. They're slimy, yucky, grody. They slip out of your hands like this. Come on, that's disgusting. Rabbit. Okay. This one's hard. There's some rabbits in cartoon culture that are just built different. Like you got Lola Bunny. You got that's outrageous that in the new Space Jam she was not looking like her old self. Let's just say like that. We got that Pokemon that kind of looks like a bunny. I don't know what it's called, but I'm just like bunnies. They got something. I don't know what it is. They got something going for them, and I'd say the same about the Minecraft bunny. Got some curves going on. See that there? Got it's a little bouncy. Imagine what you could do with that ability. Like I don't know. I think just bunnies, Minecraft bunnies, they're a little bit sexy. I'm not gonna lie. All right, the camel. Okay, the camel is like the horse, but cool. Like, it looks cooler, got a little swag. He does the little thing where he goes on the ground and then he stands back up. I don't actually think I've seen one in the game yet, because I'm too busy doing good things, being good at the game, you know? Oh, this was a tropical fish. Sorry, I got distracted. Still disgusting. Okay, back to the camel. They have humps, and humps are voluptuous, curvy. They're like the horse, but I haven't seen them do any horrific things. I would ride a camel. Take that how you want. I think awooga is fitting. Our first awooga of the video. Okay. I'm starting to like this so far. I think this is a good tier list. The cave spider, man, he's just disgusting. He's got poison. He's just a little bit gross. He probably doesn't shower very often. I think he's disgusting. We got the chicken. All I think about is just like salmonella and uncooked eggs. Just overall, not a pleasant experience. There's always like something yucky involved with a chicken. I'm not really a fan. I'm gonna have to go with disgusting. I can't get behind that. We got cod. Should I rank these based on how disgusting? I will. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't take too much of the video. Okay. Yeah, I think this is fair. We got cod. Same, it's just another fish, but he's a little more disgusting because not because he's brown. Let's not go there, okay? But he's bland colored. He's not as tropical and silly as the little fishies in the ocean. So yeah, not because he's brown. Let's not. Come on, that's pretty messed up. That you would think I would think like that. But the cow, man, again, I gotta go with disgusting. It's like when you see someone that's like a little ugly, you're like, ooh, it's kind of a cow-looking fella over there, you know? I mean, that's mean. I would never say that in real life, but I've heard mean people say that. So let's just say he's a little ugly. I think that's fair. I think the Blaze is more ugly, though. This is like, has a face. I don't know. The llama, he's tall. And tall people look better. Just a fact. Me, I'm 7'8". I look better. I look better than the average fella. It's just how it works, being, 7'8" like me. I think people like this, sexy. If you're tall, you're sexy. This guy, even better, the Wandering Llama. Not only is he sexy, he's got drip. He's dripped out. And if I see a man like this in the real world, maybe wearing some V-Lone, some designer, because look at these little rags on. This is like, what is this, Gucci, Balenci? I don't know, whatever it is. Oh, woo, ah. I wouldn't say that about a man. Okay, Creeper. This dude is just dysmorphed. His legs are like, it's like the way he skitters around. It just gives me the creeps. Creeper. So yeah, I don't think he's really got much to work with, but he'll literally explode too. You couldn't really do much with him. I think he's a little ugly. I don't think he's disgusting. He's not like slimy, and if you get too close, he'll like make sure you don't have to like go any further with him. He's like not gonna pressure you. He's not like the Deshaun Watson of Minecraft. What else do we got here? The Drown. Yikes, man. Okay, this dude is ugly. He is butt ugly. I might go as far to say just disgusting. He's literally rotting. Like, I would not touch this man with a 10-foot pole. He just rots underwater. There's something about water, little slimy, gross dudes in the water. It's like, yuck. Get that away from me. I'm not here for that. So, I'd say disgusting. It's not worse than what I've seen people do with a horse, but it's grosser than this cave spider, so I think that's fair. Switch these. We got the dolphin. I'm not gonna lie. Dolphins, man. It might be like their mating properties. Like, you ever heard famous philosopher Aaron Rodgers talk about what dolphins can do to the body, the healing, but just dolphins mating, just a wooga, something about it. I think this is pretty self-explanatory. They're not as tall as maybe a drippy little dude like this. Yeah, they don't have drip, and just the hump is too voluptuous to. So yeah, I mean, they mate. They're cool. They make little squeakers, and that's kind of cute too. So I would let a dolphin bang me. Next animal, mule. Okay, the mule. It's like, wait, no, is this a donkey or a mule? I can't even tell. Where is the donkey or the mule on the list? I don't even see. Ah, okay. This is a donkey. I've never personally seen anything just visceral happen with a donkey, only a horse. Because donkeys are just kind of short. It's like, who likes short people? It's like a short horse. Yuck. You know? Just worse being short. So I think short people are just terrible. Couldn't be me. I'm 7'8". Um, Probably a little ugly. I've not seen them do anything heinous. They're a little less ugly than a cow, but I wouldn't really give them a chance. Another underwater dude, the Elder Guardian. Okay, he's old, slimy in the water, yucky, gross. We don't want things like that. So, I mean, the Elder Guardian, I think he's kind of disgusting, I'm not gonna lie. He's got that weird looking eye. I've heard theories that they're a robot. Could be a robot. They're just a little bit silly, you know? They dance around, they squirm around, they're just gross. I don't like them. They shoot things at you. They're mean too. I think they're disgusting. They're more disgusting than even a chicken, a cave spider, but they're not like rotting, so I'll put them there. We got the Ender Dragon. This guy. Kind of hot, not gonna lie. Big. It's a girl. Bonus. Um, just like she just looks like she'd dominate you, if you're into that kind of thing. So, I mean, I think this is at least sexy. I mean, because it's a little bit terrifying what could be done to you, so I wouldn't be like, oh, woo, God, jaw dropping on the floor. But I think if you were to, like, maybe talk to her a bit, get to know her, she's got some potential. So I'm going to go with sexy, high end there. We got the Enderman. Okay, so this is a weird, mysterious looking dude, which again, you could be into. It really just depends what you're into. I think it being humanoid helps, but him being a little creepy is kind of weird. He's like a Redditor. So, I don't know. He's mid. He's tall. He's just a little bit of a creep. He gives me the ickies. So I'd say he's probably mid. He's a bat, and him is cuter, the LA. So yeah, he's down here in mid. He's not really this ugly, but I don't know. He's all right. The Endermite, just a freaky little magic bug that appears randomly when you like throw a pearl at. Not really. I don't know. He's useful in farms, but he's just kind of like a creep. Like even these dudes are like, fuck this guy. Swear word. Um, Swear word. Okay. So yeah, they're just kind of like yucky, boo boo boo, But it's a little bug. He's kind of gross. He's a little ugly. He's just a little ugly. Kind of squirms around. I'd say he's uglier than this. I just want to step on him. You know. The which villager is this? It's not the Vindicator. Is this the Totem of Undying guy? Whatever the hell his name is. I'm blanking on it. Doesn't really matter that much. It's the same gist. Totem of Undying guy. He does magic. Maybe you're into that. Like you've been to a Las Vegas show and this guy like pulls out his little deck and you're like, oh my god, take your pants off. Stuff like that. Um, he's a goofball, like a lot of these guys. He just throws stuff in the air and he spawns those little demon vexes that I hate. Um, but overall, he's got drip. His coat is better than all the other villagers. He's got that gold on there. It's kind of like a chain, it might be. Um, I'd imagine he's pretty smart. You know what? I was gonna go with like mid, but I think he's kind of sexy. He's turning me on a little bit, just his vibe. Like he's got some swagger to his persona. Okay, we got the fox. Foxy. Um, just when you think of a fox, it's like a fairly, that word in particular, it's like attractive. I wouldn't go as far as, it's not like, ooh, jaw drop into the floor, like, it's just like a fox. Kind of cool. He's a little bit of a goofball. Probably put him here over, not over Lola Bunny, no. He's there. Just, they're foxy, what does the fox say? Okay. We got the Ghast. Okay. Now hear me out. On face value, this guy is like not that good looking, but the tentacles. Think about the endless possibilities you can get going on with those bad boys. It's like if you had real life. Well, you wouldn't want this in real life. That's illegal. Never mind. I was gonna say the octopuses in those certain Japanese videos. Yeah, but those tentacles, like, think about all the things you could do with those, man. Like, it's like a bunch of bad dragons strapped onto this fella. I don't know. I think it's kind of hot. I might have to go awooga. It's borderline. He's either sexy or awooga, but just the endless possibilities is like got me thinking. My mind's racing a little bit, and I can't go that far on YouTube.com, but yeah, he's cute. Okay, the glow squid. The glow squid. Just a little bugger. It's like, who wants him here? He doesn't really do anything. He's just kind of lazy, probably. He doesn't really, like, probably is unemployed. Sweaty. He's slimy. He's in the water again. Yuck. He sparkles, though, which is like, okay, that's kind of cool. So I think that trait, just he's kind of got this like, ooh, kawaii, da-da-da-da, sparkle, da-da-da, that sort of stuff. Also, oh, tentacles. Okay. Man, I was down playing him. Okay. He's slimy and gross. You can have better tentacles. So I'm just going to say he's mid. There's better out there. He's sexy. Those tentacles, man. I got a thing for him, He's sexy. I like it. The sparkles push him over the edge, too. He's kind of cute. The goat. You got the Tom Brady mob. Let's see here. He's kind of mean. He just headbutts things for no reason. It's like, my bro, chill. It's not really that deep. He's a little bit of a goofball. Like most of these guys. Could he charm me? Not really. He's a little bit masculine. Like, he's probably got some broad shoulders, so he's not ugly. He's mid, man. He's just mid. He doesn't really do anything. We got the elder. Oh, this is just the normal guardian. Okay, so not as old. Still slimy. Maybe a robot. Still mean. Wouldn't want to see him in the real world, He looks more huggable than the Elder Guardian. He's just a little bit nicer. I don't know. I think he's just a little ugly. He's kind of cute. I'd like hold him in my hand and be like, oh, hello there, Well, no, he'd probably try and kill me, but we'll go with a little ugly. And he's not as ugly as a Blaze. I'll go with that. Those dudes are a little bit ugly. Okay, we got the Hoglin. I don't like him. He's just trying to assert himself. It's like, oh, you think you're tough, big man, You're like this big pig. You're still a pig, You're just a dirty little pig. Like, he's hairy. He doesn't shave. Like, look at all this stuff. I like my men clean shaven, He's a little ugly. He's not disgusting. He's just a little ugly. He's uglier than the creeper, though. We got this guy, the Husk, I believe. He makes you hungry. It's like, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty. Kind of turns me on a little bit, you know what I mean? What is this? He's just got this like vibe that I mess with a little bit more than. He's not attractive by any means, but he's not like a negative. I don't know. I'm thirsty, you know? Put him in mid. Bottom of mid, though, for sure. We got the Illusioner. Okay, this guy doesn't even exist. He's like a shell of a mob. He's hardly even in the code. He's trying to play tricks on you all the time. He's like dancing around, turning into three things or whatever. I think that's what the was supposed to do. I don't really know. The Illusioner, he's got drip. I'll give that to him, but it's not like this level of drip. He's not got like the gold chain on him swinging around, you know. He's humanoid. I think that just makes him mid, but over the Enderman. Also, put the goat over the Enderman. Okay. The Iron Golem. Man, this is a big, brolic, sweaty, hard-working man that I would want to date my daughter. And me, quite frankly. I think he's just a big muscle daddy, you know? And if you're into that kind of thing, a woo guy, you know what I mean? This guy I would let ruin me. um, so what we got here? The axolotl. All right. I would I wouldn't do anything with this. Like I wouldn't have him in. Oh my god! Imagine what this guy would do to me. I wouldn't do anything like that with the axolotl. Um, he's kind of just too innocent to be treated that way. So I think he's nice. You know, you maybe take him on a date, um, but you don't kiss him or anything. You don't go any further than that. You're just like, man, you're a nice dude, but overall, you're pretty mid. I'm not gonna lie. Top of mid though. We got the magma cube. Okay, this dude is just a slimy little demon creature, and I don't like it. He's yucky. He's gross. He doesn't shower. It would literally dissolve him or turn him into a magma. I don't know how it works, but he he just bounces around. He thinks like he owns the place, you know. I don't really like the idea of him. Makes me angry. He's just gross too. He's like a little nerd. We will throw him in disgusting. Ew. Um, behind the cave spider. All right, this is the mule. I mean, this is just if a donkey and a horse. It's like I've never really seen a mule do heinous acts like a horse. They're just tiny though. I don't know. They're not disgusting, but they're a little ugly. I'll put him back here just because there is a difference between all three of these guys. So he's at the opposite end of ugly than this guy. We got the ocelot. Um, Basically just like a little jungle cat. Probably got some spunk to him. Um, I don't know. He's nice. He's kind of shy. That's a little bit cute. I think he's got this little attitude going on. That's like, ooh, maybe he's like got something going on there. But you got to get to know him first, you know. So he's probably worth more than one date. You know, I'd kiss him. Probably the bottom of sexy. He's a little bit. He's got some spunk, like I said. He's a little funky guy. The panda. Just a fat little slob, you know. Unemployed, probably again, just like whoever else I said that about earlier. Yeah, they're cute, but it's like a fat comic book nerd guy. It's like, yeah, he's cute, but he doesn't have a job. So it's like, would you wife him up? No. Is he sweaty? Yes. Is he disgusting? I wouldn't go that far, but he's a little bit ugly. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I'm sorry, that was kind of mean, but he's a little bit ugly. He's not as ugly as the cow, but he's less ugly than the donkey. Okay, we got the phantom. Now, everyone hates this little freak, and in the game, I don't mind him that much, which might be surprising to some of you. But he just ew, you know? Like I would not let this thing go near me. He's just like a little stalker, probably a pedophile. if I were to just keep it real with you. It's not a word you should throw around lightly, but I don't know. I don't think I would let him just even come close to me. He's like this dead, haunted little yucky, get away from me, you know? Ew. Worse than a drown. Um, yeah, yuck. We got the pig. Okay, he's not like a mean, ugly little funk, or not little punk, you know. Like this guy, he's clean shaved, so I give him some bonus points. But at the end of the day, he's still a pig. No one wants to date a pig, you know. He's mid. He's above the goat. No, he's behind the goat. Yeah, he's mid. I wouldn't really take him home. Yeah, he's not really attractive to me. We got the piglin brute. Okay, now this guy, Awooga. Look at him. Okay, he got that thing on him. The drip, the gold axe, the gold fit. He's just tough. He's not trying to be tough. He is tough. He's just brolic man I would want looking out for me, you know? And our offspring, if we had some together. You know, he's just this big brute. That's his name. So I think I gotta throw him at a Wooga. This guy is hot. Hot, hot, hot. You know? Alright, we got the piglin. Kind of a twink. It's like we got this Giga Chad over here, and this is like the little virgin, you know? Ooh, don't touch my gold. It's like this guy got the gold on him. He doesn't give a fuck, you know? This guy, you know, he's kind of just a little bit weird. He's a little fruity. Nothing wrong with that. You can be a little bit zesty, you know? Happens to the best of us, but me included. He's mid. He just doesn't really jump out at me like there's anything going for him. He's not even as humanoid. He's like if these two were together, yuck, you know? But he's not like kind of rotting, so I'll put him there. Okay, I think this is just the basic pillager. I don't know. He shoots an arrow. Wow. You know, it's like he's also kind of just the virgin of where did I put him? This guy here. No drip, no bitches. He's just like the default, you know, what's the word that people call PNG? No. I forgot the word. NPC. He's like the little NPC. He's just kind of a nuisance. And for that, I think he's a little bit ugly. I don't like his vibe. He's kind of rude. He's more attractive than a creeper, though. Yeah, we'll go with that. We got a villager. I don't know, man. I think the villager is just the textbook definition of mid. This is just like a dude that, or a girl, you know, could be anything, just walking around, not really much going for him. It's like, okay, you're just an average guy, average Joe on the street, you know. He's not ugly. He's not cute. He's got that big ass nose, like my brother get a nose job, you know. I think he's just mid. Throw him here. Right, because this guy got drip. He's like one up, you know. All right, we got the zombie villager. This is just the villager that doesn't shower. You know, we all know that guy in our math class, right? Doesn't shower, stinky, rotting, big ass nose, you know, stuff like that. I wouldn't go as far as to say he's disgusting as some of these guys. He's not like slimy. He's probably got some like dry, rotting skin, which is like, okay, that's a little bit better. But he's still ugly, for sure. I'd probably put him here. He's pretty ugly. He's uglier than these two. This is just here's like a statement, you know what I mean? All right, we got the polar bear. Kind of cute. I like the moms, you know, they're like little MILFs. They'll go fight for their little kid. It's like, that's cute. Got a MILF in the game. And MILFs are sexy. You know, I've never like dropped my jaw for a MILF. It's like, yeah, you're a mom. Um, you're still like 30 years older than me. Maybe when I get there, you know what I mean? But for right now, MILFs go in the sexy tier. Probably up here though, it's close. Wouldn't dominate me like the dragon though. Alright, what do we got? The pufferfish. This dude's he's a freak. He's like, I mean, it's like phallic that he'll get big when he's like around someone, he's like aroused. Um, and maybe he's not embarrassed about it. He shows off, you know. And I'm all for that. The only downside is he could kill you if you like tried to bring him in bed. He would die too. I don't think it's like maybe the funnest thing. He's not slimy because he's got all these spikes on him. You can't really touch him anyway, so it's like he's just one of those things. He's fun to look at. You're like, ooh, look at him. He's all aroused and big, and I like watching him get big. I like watching when men get big, you know? So he's sexy. We'll throw him behind the glow squid. Yeah, he's not that sexy, but he's sexy. He's got some qualities. All right, this is the Ravager, right? It's like on one hand, he would dominate me. It's like I'm all for that, you know? But on the other hand, it's like you gotta put a bag on his face. Like he's got the big nose, but he's supposed to be like an animal. It's like you don't want the big nose in the animal. It's like you breed them for the good qualities. You don't want this yucky stuff, you know? So I don't know. He's a little bit interesting. He's mid. There's potential there, but man, he just ruined it by being ugly. He's mid. I think here is fair. He's not a twink. Alright, we got the mushroom. Now this guy, basically a cow, right? But he's literally growing fungus on him. Yuck. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, like if any of these guys don't shower, it's him. It's like, dude, you are literally growing mold on you. You're like a rotting living being. Like, at least these guys are rotting because they died. It's like you're an embarrassment to cows. However, you're cute. It like works for you. It's like a little bit. It's like, I don't know. I don't know an analogy for it. It's like if the comic book nerd sweaty guy was like somehow still Giga Chad, had a cute jawline, you know. But at the end of the day, he just hygiene is a thing for me. He's growing mold, and I gotta say that is disgusting, absolutely disgusting. Not as disgusting as this dude. Okay, the parrot, cute, but I couldn't really see myself going too far with it. You know, it's like it's a bird. But they're adorable. I'd hug them. I'd take them on a date, you know. They're cute, but they don't just like push me over the edge, you know. There's nothing crazy about them. So I think we got to go with mid. Probably above the bat though. Okay. Now we're getting into the salmon. Again, slimy, gross. Put him right ahead of the cod only because he's a little bit more colorful. He's not as fun as these slimy little gross dudes, but he's slimy, gross, yuck, don't even think about it. Shulker. What is this guy? Like, what is he even supposed to be? Is this like the living part of him that the little head in there, the little block? I don't really see much I could do with him. It's like, he'd probably just hurt me by closing his little shell on me, you know? And he looks rude. But he's not like disgusting. I'd just say he's a little bit ugly. He's probably uglier than an endermite, though. But not a zombie villager, yuck. Yeah, that's fair. All right, what do we got here? The silverfish. Yuck. Little bug. It's like the endermite, but honestly less appealing. Just because he's not like all colorful. He's just kind of like, ugh, you're ugly. I crush little bugs like you know what I mean? Ew. Don't even think about it. Skeleton horse. Ew. Just on every level, it might be the only thing more disgusting. The heinous things I've seen done by a horse. I think we gotta put him down here. Not quite as much as a real horse, just because I haven't seen it in real life, but yuck, you, not a fan. We got, here, let me scroll down so you can actually see this row. The skeleton. Again, dude is just ugly. Look at him. He's not really working with much. I feel kind of bad for him. He's definitely uglier than a creeper and a hog. But he's like humanoid, so probably above this. Just a dead dude. Maybe you're into that. I won't judge. The government might, but, yuck. No, not a fan. The slime. It's literally just a slime, a piece of little goo. It's like a booger. I'm not going near this thing. The cute ones, they're like tiny. They don't hurt you. They follow you. They're like a pet. But still, it's just a little booger. I don't want any part of it. I think he's gross. Sorry, bud. Not as gross as the Phantom or the Drown, though. Yuck. Get out of my face. The Snow Golem. A snowman. There's potential. It has like humanoid traits. Could I see myself with one? Not really. Just kind of mid. He's probably cold too, not even like a warm hug. That makes him a little bit lower on the mid list. He's ahead of a pig though, and a goat. He's there. He's got some humanoids here in the mid. What do we got? A spider? Yuck. Just a little bug. A little ugly bug. Kind of like these guys. This guy's only here because he poisons you, and it's like, ew, your color. Okay. We don't judge based on color, but he's just a little bit slimier. That's the word I meant. He's a little bit ugly. Not a fan. Another bug. A little less ugly than the silverfish, but not as ugly as him. Or vice versa, whatever. Okay. This is like the glow squid, but it doesn't glow. So no sparkles, no like, ooh, anime and all fun. You know what I mean? He's just kind of bland. Knocks him down a notch for me. Not quite as cute. I still could do stuff with his tentacles, but there's better options. I think we gotta go with mid. He's just mid. Not quite as bad as these though. Or the Enderman. We'll put him there. This guy, just a creep. He's like the pedo version of this guy. It's like, he looks like he just likes feet too much. It's like, dude, chill. Also, wash your clothes. Just a lot of bad hygiene on this list. That could be bumping these guys up a bit more. I'm sure they'll be tuned in when this drops, but yeah, that's disgusting. I can't get behind that. What do we got here? It's disgusting. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, moving on. Strider. This guy's cute. And he's got like this hot aspect to him, He's like, oh, he's in the lava. He's like, ooh, he's hot. You know what I mean? I like him. He's cute. Definitely take him on more than a first date. I'd kiss him. I'd hug him. He's a little bit sexy. He's got something to him. I don't know what it is about him. I just like his hairstyle. I vibe with him, Sometimes it's all it takes for a simple man like me. So we'll throw him in sexy here. Sexier than a glow squid. Ah, they got the tentacles. We'll put them here. That's fair. We got a cat. It's like an ocelot, but not as shy. And it's like, I couldn't imagine just my poor little house cat. Like, I'm not like Shane Dawson out here. You know what I mean? Not into that quite as much. And the ocelot just gives me a little more spunk, a little more mystery, some attitude. He's like more Playboy Cardi-esque. This guy's just a little bit of a cat, you know? It's like we all love them. They're cute. But at the end of the day, they're mid. Put them ahead of the parrot here, I guess. I don't know. Tadpole. Okay, this one's just disgusting on a lot of levels. It's like, it's a baby. Yuck. Not a pedophile. Ew, I don't even want to think about that. It's a baby. That's really all I gotta say. Also, it's literally basically a sperm. It's like sperm in Minecraft. It's like, I love sperm in real. Uh, yeah, he's disgusting. Okay, where are we gonna put him? Sperm below here. Yuck. All right, the wolf. Or no, it's the dog. Or the wolf, I guess it's really the same thing. Again, it's a dog. Couldn't see myself doing that with a dog or cat. I personally think cats are cuter than dogs, but they're about the same thing. I'll put them here, right behind the cat, because the cat's cuter. Yeah, dog, not sexy to me. I know some people do that little thing with peanut butter. Personally, I've never tried it. Maybe it would change my mind, but I don't want to go to jail. So that's dog for me. We got the toad or frog or whatever the hell this dude is. He needs to lose some weight. I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of mean off the jump, slimy. But the difference between his slimy and these guys' slimy is like these guys are more of a they're just grosser. A frog is kind of cute. He bounces around. He gets rid of these guys. That's nice. I think he's a little bit ugly, though. I'm not gonna lie. He's slimy. That just puts him down for me. He's there. He's not as gross as bugs. I'm putting him up here. That's good. All right, the turtle. Cute. That's really it. It's like probably hard to do anything with. It's got that shell on it, you know. You couldn't really take it home. Your mom would be disappointed, you know. Mid. I'm sorry, man. It's getting to be that way. Some of these mobs could have got a little more, you know, umph added to him, you know. But yeah, he's mid. We'll throw him with the bat. Cool. What do we got here? The Vex. Ew, disgusting. I hate this little freak. He's a little creep. He's a pedophile. He's gross. He probably has assaulted a woman. Just gonna say it. Nobody wants a little ghoul like this at their function, you know? He's just kind of gross. He's like all zesty and magical. It's like you're a little tiny dude, too. I don't like little midgets like you. He's worse than the fandom. He's not a sperm cell, though, and that's just disgusting. Ew. Ew, you know? So, yeah, Vex, disgusting. Ew, get him out of my face. What do we got? The Axe dude. He's a freak, man. He's just... This guy's like the mid, you know? He's like, alright, I'm there. This guy, again, a creep. Deshaun Watson of Villagers, you know what I mean? He just... Looks like he forces himself onto people. It's like, I'm not really a fan of that, bud. You know? Not my kind of cup of tea, so... I think he's ugly. Oh, no, he's worse than ugly. He's disgusting. But he's not too disgusting. He's like a human. More than a chicken. No, a chicken's better. But he's not a little slimy bug. So we'll put him there. Okay. It's the Wandering Trader. He's sexy. He's got some good fit choices. He's like, looks like a vibe, you know. He'd probably be chill to light up a blunt with, you know, roll up a doobie, you know, stuff like that. he just looks like a chiller, you know? Gotta give him benefit of the doubt. He's sexy. He knows it too. That's the other thing. He's sexy and he knows it. Um, yeah, I'd probably put him up here. He's not as sexy because he doesn't quite have as much drip, but he's got similar. But he looks chiller. He's there. The warden. This is a little freak, dude. He's like gross, a nerd probably, kind of weird, like a school shooter. Not a fan. He's kind of a stalker too, and he's just kind of the quiet, weird kid that'll, you don't know what he's gonna do. Don't go to school the same day as him. So disgusting. Not really fond of this guy. He's big and brolic, but it's like used not for good, like some of the other guys, and it's just ew. His face is gross. He's like a horror movie character, Not really a fan. He's pretty low end and disgusting. The sheep. Man, it's mid. The rainbow one is dope. He can be a little fruity, though. He's just kind of a little puffball. I wouldn't really call him disgusting. I wouldn't call him good looking. He's just kind of there. Same as a pig. A little bit better than a pig, though. Yeah, he's mid. What are you going to do about it? The witch, ew. Another disgusting dude. Pop that little pimple on your nose. You're gross. Ew. Does potions, poisons things. It's like a little bit mean, I don't really like him that much. Gross. Grow up. Disgusting. Probably ahead of a warden and a phantom. And a drown, honestly. But not a slime. He's not as good as a slime. Alright, wither. Ew. What is this thing? What's with all these just bums at the end of the list, man? It's like, come on. Yuck. That's all I can really say, to be honest. It's like just this weird three-headed serpent flying demon being. Like, come on. Mojang, how are you getting the appeal of these mobs up? They need to be a little bit more sexy, a little bit more, for older audiences. How are we supposed to do that with this guy? How are we supposed to rule 34 this guy, So, I don't know. He's like disgusting. Again, not as disgusting as the witch. Man, we're on a low streak here. The wither. Again, just like this dude doesn't have 3 heads, so he's a little less disgusting, but he gives you that just gross effect. Mean, rude. Don't want to be around him in public. He's tall though, but doesn't matter. He's disgusting. Zoglin, again, disgusting. Dog, what is going on? It's like a worse version, rotting version of this dude. Yuck. We got a rotter again. And he's just this weird pig-looking fella. I think he's a little bit worse than the drown. No, he's not slimy. Disgusting. Wouldn't go near it. Zombie horse. This is worst on the list. The entire list. Because this is the horse, which I've seen do so many heinous things. Now imagine those heinous things rotting in another man or woman's body. Ew. Can't do it. We're not doing that. Bottom of the bottom. This is the worst in the list. We got a rotter here. He's a dry rotter. Not as bad. Not as human as this guy. He's a little ugly. I wouldn't really go near him. But he's not like, ew, I'm not vomiting when I see him. You know what I mean? Gives some human characteristics. I'm assuming this is a giant. Or they just have 2. I'm going to say it's a giant. Giant. Awooga. The dude is tall. Oh my god. He's like me. It's like if I was in the game. So, oh, my bad, guys. For that reason, I think we're going to go with the top of the top. This guy is creme de the crop. Hottest in the game. He's tall. Imagine what he could do with all that. You know what I mean? Think about what he's packing. So, He's kind of hot. I'm into it. And we got this little guy. Just ruining the vibe. Could have been best for last. We got this little bugger here. He's gross. He's kind of like this. He's a little rotting pig. But he's like a human rotting pig, so a little bit less gross. But he's disgusting. Come on. You would not touch this thing. Like, let's be real. Disgusting. I think that's fair. Alright, so what do we got here? The giant, top of the list. I think that's pretty fair. Dude is packing some meat, you know what I mean? He can slang that thing around. He'd dominate you. I don't really see any downside with the giant. And then we got all the way down here, the zombie horse. Do not think about it for too long. Don't think about it for too long. So, yeah. Long video. Felt it needed to be done. The people wanted it. So, you know, this is Josh Plier. And I'm getting a little tired after making this. I'm not going to lie. I'm running out of the funny juice. So, but yeah. Let me know in the comments. See that plug right there. If you think that I got any of these wrong, maybe I missed something, like, oh, what about the Moo Blue? It's like, buddy, that wasn't voted in. Went over this in the last video. You know, so, if I missed anything important, let me know. This is for some elite class, you know. All the others got multiple rows, not this one. These are the premiums that let go in bed with me, you know what I mean? So let me know if you're thinking the same way about them. Peace out, my brothers.